I'm with Chris Matto from Sharp Electronics. Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So before we talk about the interesting products you guys have coming on the market this year, let's talk a little bit about the vision that goes into making your TVs, your products, when you're creating them from Sharp.
Yeah, well, what we're trying to be is we're trying to be the consumer's window to the world. And the way we're doing that more and more is through higher definitions, higher resolutions. And there's some great products this year, not only in terms of resolution, but shapes, sizes, and forms. And one thing I'm really excited about is our 4K offering. There's some really unique properties to that.
So let's talk about that a little bit. We're hearing a lot about 4K, Ultra HD, there's so many different terms for it. Explain the differences between that, if it's the same, and also what we're hearing from Sharp, the beyond 4K.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it's interesting because it's all about just dots and pixels in terms of the overall resolution. So we all kind of, it's funny, grew up with full HD, about 6 million little dots on the screen, and now we've evolved to 4K Ultra HD, which has about 24 million dots of information on that screen. But with beyond 4K, what we've been able to do is take our Quadtron technology, which hopefully some individuals remember, adds yellow to the pixels and adds an additional fourth pixel, which gives us a higher resolution. And then the Sharp engineers have actually been able to take that pixel and subdivide it in two. So what we've been able to now is get beyond 4K with 66 million dots of information. So it's 167% more resolution than traditional ultra high def. So we're getting closer to that day when 8K is not too far away.
So I notice the difference when I'm looking, 4K beyond 4K. What's the biggest difference for you when you're watching the television set, just from a consumer point of view, when you're not thinking about the pixels and you're just thinking about the experience you're getting?
I think the biggest thing is probably depth perception. It gives you a 3D-like feel without actually having to wear any glasses or silly things along that line. But also just the overall definition and crispness of everything. And people also have to remember, it's all the package. It's not just about resolution. It's about the color and the contrast that comes with that. And resolution enhances that in a very important way.
So when people are looking to buy a television set, is resolution one of the biggest things they should look at? What are the top 3 things they should look at when they're buying a new TV these days? There's so many options.
Yeah, it gets really confusing out there. But one of the reasons why individuals they gravitate towards the newest technologies is they're concerned about obsolescence. With our Beyond 4K product or our 4K product in general, you're going to be covered for quite some time. It always has the latest pieces in it that make the most sense. Also, eye of the beholder. It's got to look great to you. It looks great in store, but it's got to really look good at home. So, hopefully it's a Sharp product, but make sure it's the right TV for you. And then the great thing also about resolutions is we're actually to be able to put bigger screens in smaller spaces. So taking home a bigger panel is always the better idea. People never actually get too concerned about bringing home a TV that's too big. It's always a concern when they bring one home that's just too small.
So you've worked with Sharp for quite some time. What's it like for you to see the evolution of their product line and where they're taking things to the next level with technology?
Well, it's fun because change is the constant. That's some of the exciting things about electronics in general. But I love having a leadership position. And with Beyond 4K in our products this year and some of the other things in our booth, it definitely gives the consumers that understanding.
Thanks so much, Chris. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.